The most important thing that I think any of us who have been reporters or anchors is that we have one thing above all else that's the most important, and that's credibility. You earn credibility. You can't make it up. It takes time. And there's something in us beyond that. Fire in our belly, an awareness of what's going on, understanding something about a story that nobody else is picking up on. And when you can parlay that credibility into your stories, then I believe you are a Derrik Thomas. You are at the top of your game. And that's what Derrik has been. And we're going to miss him.
At the top of his game, and we are going to miss him. Tonight on RTV6, our Rafael Sanchez joins us as we continue our celebration of excellence in journalism.
What a career, right,
Isn't
Mark?
that something?
What a career.
Yes.
Mark, as you know, today our colleague Derrik Thomas is signing off after more than 40 years, 2 months, and 15 days. And on this 15th day, it was also full of excellence. So right now, let's take a look at Derrik's distinguished career, which began right here on RTV6 on April the 3rd, 1979.
As a newsman, I get a unique opportunity to see both the best and the worst in the world.
Derrik Thomas tells it like it is.
Give us jobs, or we'll be pulling jobs.
A storyteller with curiosity for information, passionate about informing others.
I have done about 12,000 stories in that 40 years. I just feel when you have put together that body of work and getting a chance to go the places that I've gone and meet the people that I've met, tell their stories, you just reflect and say, I must have been doing some things right.
The completion date is still scheduled for July 1984.
Over 40 years, he's breathed life into a kaleidoscope of words.
And that's the way the ball bounces. And they're going to get the gas while the getting is good. And in the words of Porky Pig, that's all, folks.
This is a story about a trampoline and a missing fence.
Showcasing all the shades of the human spirit, whether in times of pain, perseverance, or in the pursuit of happiness, he's always asking questions.
And how old are you?
52.
And this is your only way of trying to do it.
A gentleman's not supposed to ask your age.
I'm not a gentleman, I'm a reporter.
I love that. I'm not a gentleman, I'm a reporter.
Leaving a reporting job in Minneapolis, Derrik began his career at RTV6 in 1979.
Derrik Thomas for the news, Channel 6.
I haven't said that in over 25 years. Rarely does a day go by that somebody doesn't say to me, for the news, Derrik Thomas.
Derrik Thomas for the news, Channel 6.
His collection of stories is wide-ranging, from interviewing Michael Jackson in 1979.
How does it feel to be back in Indiana?
God, it's wonderful. This is our home.
To this story in 1981, involving the plight of Vietnam veterans looking for work in Indianapolis. His profile of the men led to results.
After I aired this story, people called the station and they said that they would give this gentleman a job. And they gave him a job. I told him about that, and he was so grateful. And I felt that putting his story out on the airwaves is what we should do as journalists.
In 2015, Derrik told the story of Doris Martin, who died while attempting to clear a drainage ditch in Pittsburgh. Doris loved to bake, and Derrik provided his tender touch to capture the essence of a woman admired by many.
Martin made the best cinnamon rolls on earth and often shared them with students at school. We now know what will be on the menu in heaven. Derrik Thomas, RTV6.
It's his calm cadence and cool character that draws praise from the public and his co-workers, past and present.
Derrik would always take the newspaper to lunch. And even if you were with him, and he would read the newspaper. And I used to just bust him all the time for that, about Derrik. Really? He's funny. He's so smart.
So when I say the words Derrik Thomas, you say what?
Professional. Above all else, professional.
We'll miss him. There's not the like of him, I don't think, ever in this city.
And then it was over. The teepee, restaurant, a bridge with a pass, now a bridge over troubled waters.
The decades rolled on, with change being a constant. But Derrik Thomas remains consistent. He's always been a man of his word. Many words, some big, some small, each carefully measured, each multifaceted, like the man who brought them to life. So I thank you for being you, and I thank you for being in our newsroom. Derrik Thomas joins us again. He almost did weather a few moments ago. He wishes to share his closing thoughts on this bittersweet day in which he marks such a milestone. Derrik?
It's been a wonderful ride here at Channel 6. I'm pleased to have had the opportunity to be here. If it wasn't for Dave Garlock, a photographer who had my story on his tape, I might not be here. I might be in Milwaukee because they offered me a job and I was just about to accept it. So I'm excited about that.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go to Milwaukee. I'm glad you stayed with us for 40 years, 2 months and 15 days.
And I'm sure many of the people in this community are glad that you stayed here, making a difference and teaching young ones who wanted to enter this profession too. Our newest reporter, Cameron Riddle, who's here in studio with us, says he used to watch you. Inspiring words for those young ones that might want to follow in your footsteps.
I've seen him since I saw him first when he was about 15 or 16 years old. I knew he'd be here one day.
I just say this, and you know this, that's what's great when you announce your retirement in advance. We get to make sure that you're aware of your contributions, but you have the respect of your coworkers. You have the respect of your peers in all of Indianapolis, and I think you have the respect of the TV industry around the country. And so what you did to work 40 years plus is a remarkable achievement in our business.
Very humbling.
And you showed us that words matter, and you brought those words to life, and when you talked to people, they felt your essence, and you shared their spirit. So we want to thank you again for being an amazing storyteller. Your legacy will live on here at RTV6.
Derrik, thank you. Your last words. You closed it out.
With all due respect to my bosses, I never worked for them. I worked for you, the viewer. I respected you, I trusted you, and I did my best for you. It's great. Thank you. Goodbye.